The majority of our stories is the financial fallout from the Me Too movement, and the Weinstein Company story is no exception. Goldman Sachs trying to raise money for that company back in 2005. Guess who were some of the buyers? Eaton, Highbridge. Yes, you had Fidelity Investments, but a substantial portion of hedge funds too.
And that seemed like a pretty good investment. I mean, remember, just from a purely business perspective, these brothers were the founders of Miramax, highly successful in the media and entertainment world.
And everybody wants to be in the movie business. Everybody loves Hollywood. And by the way, there's the Robin Hood connection through this. There's just something of a clique in New York. Right. The people who hang out at Robin Hood goes to that fancy gala every year.
Totally go.
That's
exactly right. One time.
And as you mentioned, Lee Ainsley and Glenn Lee Ainsley and Glenn Dubin obviously were involved in Robin Hood and as well with the Weinstein Company. So this, a lot of people swept up in the financial aspect and the aftermath of Weinstein Company.
It hasn't worked out so well for them in the end.
No,
exactly. But at the same time, the hedge fund guys, if they're going to get their money out of there, they have other places they can go. Right. They can buy a football team, for example.
Absolutely. Carolina Panthers, again, I mean, the through line here is that the owner of the Carolina Panthers is giving up his ownership of that team, in part because of accusations of impropriety.
Well, the NFL's investigating him, and he might have to give up the team.
That's exactly right. So now that team is up for sale. $2.5 billion we're told this franchise may go for. I mean, sports has gone up and up and up, and it has been a place, whether it's the NFL or especially the NBA, where we have seen a lot of big financial buyers come in individually, whether it's the 76ers who we've talked about, whether it's the Milwaukee Bucks with Mark Lazary and company, the Clippers, everybody.
I asked a really dumb question. $2.5 billion, is that a lot of money?
It would be a record.
I mean, compared historically,
it would be a record.
Yeah, it would be a record. And let's bear in mind, this is the North Carolina Panthers.
Right.
This is half as much valuable as the Dallas Cowboys.
But why? Is it you want to own a movie studio? You want to own a sports team now? Like it's the thing to be in with your clique? I
don't think that's part of it. I mean, there is a certain element of vanity to this. I mean, everybody wants to own a sports team. I mean, if you're a kid, you know, your dream is to own a sports team.
Talking to me, it's not.
These have been, maybe not your dream, but you have seen these turn into really good businesses. And there is a scarcity value that we've talked about. I mean, you've spent a lot of time with Roger Goodell talking about the value of these franchises because there's a limited number of them.
They're throwing off cash in the way they didn't used to, but also just the asset valuation. I mean, it's gone up so substantially. It's appreciated a lot.
Plus, you factor in media rights. I mean, these are very dynamic, very, very profitable